One night, a little koala had a strange dream. In that dream, he saw himself wearing a white coat with a stethoscope around his neck, helping others as a doctor. It felt so real, so inspiring. But suddenly he woke up, startled. His heart was racing, and in that very moment, Koala realized if he truly wanted his life, he had to work for it. So he sat down with his books and began to study, page after page, word after word. But Koala knew dreams are easier to chase with friends. So he called his best friend, the giraffe. Together, they promised each other no matter how hard it gets, we will keep going. And so the journey began. Day turned into night, night turned into morning. While the world was asleep, they kept studying. While others were resting, they were pushing forward. Their dream was too important to let go. Finally, the day of the big exam arrived. The room was full of students, full of hope and fear. Everyone sat nervously and hearts beating fast. But only two stood out, Koala and Giraffe, because they were prepared. They had worked harder, longer, and smarter than everyone else. When the results came in, the crowd cheered. Koala and the giraffe had passed. Their friends clapped and celebrated, proud of their dedication. It was the first step toward something much greater. At Harvard University, the real challenge began. Heavy books, long lectures, endless nights of studying. But Koala and Giraffe never gave up. They encouraged each other, reminding themselves why they started. Every late night, every early morning was another brick in the foundation of their dream. Years passed, years of sweet struggle and sacrifice, until finally the day came. Graduation, caps in the air, smiles of victory. Koala and Giraffe was no longer dreamers, they were doctors. Together, they opened their very own clinic, a place filled with hope, healing, and kindness. Patients came not just for treatment, but for the warmth and care their two brought to the world. One night, Koala sat alone in his office. The moonlight touched his face as he closed his eyes. He remembered that very first dream and realized what was once just a dream had now become his reality. And soon, the mighty lion, leaders of the land, handed Koala the key of success. The crowd roared, cheering for the little koala who had turned his dream into destiny. And in the end, one truth shined brighter than all. No effort ever goes to waste. Every sacrifice, every struggle, every late night, every one day, it all turns into success.